Hi YouTube, how's everybody been? How's everybody's blood clot good Sunday? Make sure you lot said your prayers when you wake up this morning. Today I've come up with a YouTube video for the good body girl them and the bad shit body girl and them touch and surgery body girl them. I come with a good video, so make sure you lot stay tuned and watch this. Say hi to my daughter. You're not gonna say hi? But when we're not on the camera, you're there making it noise. I'm a bark and down the place. You're not gonna talk, excuse me, don't blood clot, I know. Now dog can't lick my face. But no, you lot stay tuned for the video that's about to come, baby. Today I'm not drinking alcohol because the niggas on a diet, baby. I'm on a diet. So yeah.
Gotta be home by 10, cause I just clicked some shit from 8 Traffic on the M and I'm speeding fast, I just pray that I make it home. Tryna make a million off music, so don't ask why I spend bills on beats. Standing in the street, still walk with feet, I got black beats slapping their cheeks. Light skin ting from acting, love the drama, she should get into acting. Slim waist gal from Ballum.
So yes, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody where I watch this now. So I had to take off my glasses because you know something I can't see. So today I've come up with a video to talk about my confidence, because a lot of people, and especially a lot of young girls, they like to come to me and they like to say, oh, how do you have such confidence and all this type of stuff. So today I'm going to explain to you how I gained my confidence and how I started to love myself, and hopefully this video does help a lot of people out there. So to start off, just to give you a quick story, because you don't know when I start these type of serious conversations, I have to give you a little backdrop. So when I was younger, I wasn't how would I say it? I wasn't fluffy, so I wasn't big. I was a 12, my size was like 12 to 14. Getting older, when I'd gotten pregnant, I had put on weight, and it was a bit of hard weight to lose. And I've just always been fluffy. Excuse me, stop. Sure. I've always been fluffy. So in the beginning, when I started to put on weight, like with the type of people that I grew up around and the type of parents that I had around me, you know how Jamaicans are, you know how people from like the West Indies are, they're always on this, no, eat, you're fine, you look good, don't worry about it, you're supposed to eat, you're young. So I've just always been the type of person to eat. And where I was going through like depression and anxiety, and at one point feeling suicidal, thank God I'm not in that suicidal place no more. My comfort was eating and it was sleeping. So getting older, I feel like where I started to gain insecurities was, first of all, social media. You go on social media and you see people this nice shape, but them shape nice, la blood clot, and like their pointy nose and their big lips. You know how social media stays. And I've always said to myself, like, right, I want to look like her, and I want to look like her, and I want to be slim like her and things like that. And I always used to look in the mirror and just feel like, right, like, why can't I be like her? Like, why am I stuck in this? I'm just fat. And where like I used to have a lot of people insult me about my looks and about my weight, it did at one point when I was younger put me down, because I'm 24 years old and I'm a bad bitch. So anything that anybody says to me right now, you're talking to yourself. You're not talk to me. No girl and no bad face boy can't talk to me and tell me about all me. Look, coming on some sexy with and without the makeup, with and without the filter. All of that is banter. Do you get what I mean? So obviously, just to break that down, yeah, where I started to gain weight was during my pregnancy. Rest in peace to my daughter. That's how I gained weight. And it was, us as females, it's hard for us to like lose the weight. And like obviously with depression and stuff, you get to a point where you don't want to get up and go to the gym. You don't want to be active and little things like that. But that was at one stage. Now when I'm growing older, I've put myself in a position where I was someone that growing up, I didn't have like that support system. I didn't have no one to encourage me and enlighten me on a bright position and tell me, no, Valentina, you're beautiful. Or I didn't have no one to encourage me, oh, go to the gym. I didn't have no one to, you get what? That just was not there. I didn't have parents around. I didn't have that system. So I'm just self-made. I've had to coach myself mentally and emotionally and physically to tell myself you are beautiful the way that you are. So growing up, and obviously I'm 24 years old now, I've just put myself in a place where I started to remind myself you are beautiful no matter what anybody says. I've started to like stop wearing black clothes. I've started to wear like colorful clothes, because at one point when you're my size, because I'm like right now I'm a 16 to 18, but like more, my top size is more 18 because, as you know, I have a big chest. I mean, titty them long like Santa Claus's wish list. So with me, it's always hard to find clothes for my top size, but for my bottom size, I'm quite small. I'm shaped like a, you know, the outside rug that you put outside your door. That's how I'm shaped. Just yeah, man, on east side, and it says "Welcome home, sweet home." That's how I'm shaped, and I'm not afraid to admit I got big breasts, a little pouch belly, and a flat ass. This ass is flat, but I can take the back shot any day, any time, and I know how to throw it back with what I have. May God forgive me. So, yeah, just getting older, I just kept coaching myself, and I kept telling myself, like, you're beautiful, like, you're just a bad bitch. And I've started to adore myself. I started to love myself. Before I asked anyone to love me, before I asked anyone to adore me, I had to adore myself first. And it just got to that stage, because when you sit down and you deep it, it's little things that will sit down and deep. Like, there's people that's my age that didn't make it to see 24 years old. There's people that didn't make it to see 15 and 16. So the more and more you start to be grateful and you start to understand life and understand that the life that you're living is temporary, the more you start to understand that you have one life to live, so why don't you live it? And the more I started to empower that in my mindset, is the more I started to get up and say, like, for example, I used to be very insecure about my forehead because my face is fat. My face is round like one potato. And I used to hate my forehead, literally. Like, I remember back in the days in school, literally, you know how we used to like have the full fringe and then we had the scarf and we had the big bushy ponytail. There's not one day where God give me and I wasn't wearing that scarf. The scarf is dirty, I thought. You could all put that in the museum. What is it? Museum, sorry. You could all put that in the museum. That's how long I had it. I had that wrap around my head since birth, to pull glad. And I was like a tomboy. I didn't really wear makeup and eyelash and things like that. It's only when I got into my first relationship and when I used to be around my boyfriend, I used to wear bare tracksuits. And I remember one day when he finished football and I'd made food and I brought it up to him and he was like to me, I didn't sign up for this relationship today. No, man. Because literally all I was wearing was trainers and tracksuits. And then I just started to go and get little things. Like, it first started off with the little eyelashes from Primark, and then I started to do my eyebrows, and then I started to wear makeup. But I've always been the type of girl to be comfortable with being natural. That's why I'm one of them girls that I don't need to rush and put on no makeup because a youth's FaceTime me, or I'm not one of them girls that I need to rush and put on makeup because I need to do a video. I'm not one of them girls that I need to rush and put on makeup because I'm stepping outside. Nah, like, bare face is good. Get off my slipper. What the fuck you do? Diamond, I will put you in your cage, you know, you don't sit down. Come and sit here. Come and sit here. Okay, pissing me off. I was never one of them girls. Like, I've always been comfortable with being natural. And it just got to a point where that's the only reason why I started to be a girly girl, and I started to dress up and do little things. I started to get my little piercings. I started to do things that made me feel comfortable. I started to do what I like. So fast forward, yeah, it just got to a point where I started telling myself, like, one day you're actually gonna die. One day it's gonna be a day where you're gonna be here, the next day you won't. And that's life for you. One thing about life, death is promised. And the more I started to understand that concept, is the more I started doing things that I thought in myself I would never be able to do. And I started to like ignore what other people had to say about my body and my looks. Because let me tell them something now. Go down. Let me just talk to the people then. First of all, yeah, the people that are coming to me to insult me about how I look and my shape and things like that is girls that their frontal edges is touching their eyebrows. They look like one bird. and the pigeons that's losing their feathers outside and you can't see them again, them dead and out of road. It was them type of girls that was approaching me to tell me about my looks. I had men that was approaching me that because I've always had entitled men come to tell me about how I look when they can't get the pussy that they're looking for. And it couldn't be them type of men that they have something to prove, that you don't have no money. The way how you get your designer is based off of fraud. And you take the last sizes in stock that's not even your size to wear, and you look like any type of, I don't even know what to call you, but you just look thick now, blood clot. Your clothes don't fit. They look very, 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 very tight. So it couldn't be those type of men that could come and talk to me that sleep on a single bed with one pillow and not even a duvet. So the more and more you start to understand the concept of the people that are coming to me to tell me about my looks, it got to a point where I stopped insulting people because my mouth is very dark and disgusting. And when I started to look at them, I just had to say, have you looked in the mirror lately? Have you looked down your family tree? Have you looked at your mother? And your mother's mother and your mother's mother? Have you looked at your family tree before you come and insult me about my looks? But those same people that pick up themselves and insult you about your looks are the same people that have insecurity. So that's why sometimes make I'm bad. I can't sit there and play this, well, you're fat, no, you're fat, no, you're ugly. No, if I'm ugly, I'm ugly. But remember, you want to fuck me, and you can't fuck me, and that's why you're in me. And the same females that sit down and diss me and disrespect me, excuse me, Diamond, put on my slipper. Yeah, idiot. Stop. Go sit. The same people that sit there and insult me, it's like, these are the same girls that when they wanted to be my friend, they wanted to be around me because I'm the life of the party and I have good vibes and they like my energy. It's always them, I like your energy type of bitches, are the same ones that will turn around and disrespect you on the same thing they complimented you about. We live in a world, a generation of envious, jealous people. So when you start to understand that concept, yeah, God has made you a certain way for a reason. You see that now I am the way that I am and I am fluffy. I love myself and I adore myself, and I'm not one of the people that I want to fit in. I don't want to be a slim girl with a big ass and big breasts and a pretty face. I'm grateful for the way I am because God gave me these long blood clot breasts for a reason. You see, all when winter time hit, I'm never cold. Never. You see, all when it's hot outside, I'm right in the middle. I'm warm. Me, I'm a big duvet. Do you get what I mean? I started to appreciate myself day by day. I started to love myself. I'm never going to be one of them type of girl that I'll go to a party and I'm just standing there in the corner because I'm afraid of what people have to say. You're going to see me right in the VIP section, right there. So you're going to see me right by the DJ deck. I'm a DJ deck girl. Call me a groupie. Call me what you want. But I'm not standing over there. I'm standing right. That's all. I need you to see me. And I just started to build that confidence. And ever since I started to build that confidence and I started to love myself, I just kept going. I started to do things that I thought that I would never do. And I'm not going to change the way how I look to please anybody, because that same person that you're going to change, that same person that you're trying to change yourself for, even themselves, they want to make changes. It's a vicious cycle. So you have to get to a point in life where you have to take a good deep fucking look in the mirror. You don't like your eyes, you don't like your nose, you don't like your lips, you don't like this and that, change it then. If there's something about yourself that you want to improve, you can improve it. Now, me, I've always said that, obviously now I'm on a diet because my thing is that I've seen like a lot of young people dropping down because of heart attacks and things like that. Even healthy people, they drop down, just life. But like this whole pandemic, I put myself in a position where it's not about my body and my frame and how I look, it's more about my inside. So I've been on like this diet just to make sure my insides are okay. So that's what I've been more focused on. But apart from that, I like being me. I like being fluffy. I like having a situation where I can't find something that I want to wear. I like being different. Like I put myself in that position to be different. I'm not going to fit in the same category as everybody else. I want to see a crowd of people there and then it's just me one standing there by myself. I like being like that. I'm not sheep. I'm a whole fucking lion. You get me? I'm just out there. I'm a thug. No, I'm joking. Like that's the type of mindset that I've built, and I'm grateful that I built that mindset. And I hope that there's young girls out there that you need to understand that you're made the way you're made for a reason. If God wanted to make you look like Kim Kardashian, he could have. If he wanted to make you look like Beyonce, he could have, but he didn't. He gave you that nose for a reason. He gave you those eyes for a reason. He gave you those lips for a reason. There's models, you don't need to understand, yeah? Like, I look at situations like this, get off my wire. Yeah, I take the piss. There's models out there, yeah, that's proper slim, and some that suffer with anorexia. There's people out there that only have one eye. There's people out there that have no arms. There's people out there that have no fingers. There's people out there that was once like you and that was once like me, that was insecure and thought that because they don't have these things, they won't be nobody. They'll just be shut up in a box. They won't have no friends. They won't have no one to turn to. Everybody will think they're weird. There's people out there like that, but look at them. They're big billionaires and they're big millionaires and they're models. They put what wasn't making them comfortable to use. And they're doing better than me, and them I do better than I am. So when you deep those type of scenarios and you deep those type of situations, you will understand that you're made the way you're made for a reason. Literally. Like, when I say to you, I am happy the way that I am, and nobody can't shame me and no one can't, you know, guzzle down my thing. No man can't step to me and tell me that I'm ugly and I'm going to sit there and bawl. What the fuck me I bawl for? Me look good, no blood clot. It's alright, I'm going to put you in your cage. You look good. No girl can't step to me and tell me, oh, you're ugly, you're fat, you're this and you're that, and I'm going to bawl in her face. What the fuck me I bawl for? Me know I say me look good. You know what? Excuse me, stop. You're fucking up my video. Like, there's never going to be a situation where I'm going to feel down because of what somebody else has to say about me when themselves, they don't even look fucking good. Like, you have to understand that there's girls out there where bro, you're wearing white and you're bending down in the middle of your crotches of your clothes is black. In the middle of your panties look like the rainbow on the Skittles packet. So it's never going to be a situation where, because you've said something to me about my looks because you wouldn't insult me to make yourself feel better, that I'm going to cry in front of you. Never. And that's what hurts a lot of people these days. Like, this generation, for some odd reason, they want you to be unhappy. They spark off of negativity. They smile when you're down. They smile when you're crying. But you see, when you're up and you're doing what you need to do, you won't hear nothing from them. Them type of bitches, they whisper in the back where they belong, in the back. And bitches like us stand up strong and at the front. Stop. Sit right here. They stand up strong in the front. So my thing is to the young people out there that have insecurities, whatever you're insecure about, just get used to your insecurities and tell yourself, you know what? I'm beautiful the way I am. What? If you don't like your lips, do something about it. If you don't like your weight, go to the gym. If you don't like how something is on your body, change it. I don't give a fuck about what anybody has to say. There's women out there that didn't like their ass and they didn't like their breast and they changed it. Yeah, they've had their surgery, but that's their body. They can do what they want to do. Then you have women out there that's changed it naturally. Anything that you're insecure about, it can be changed. And I always tell people this. The things that you're insecure about is temporary. It's temporary. You're growing. Your looks are changing. Everything about you is going to change. We're gonna go from young to old. One day my pussy's going to have wrinkles. What can I do? Apart from use Olay cream. Aging cream. But even that I won't use. You age for a reason. You change for a reason. There's someone out there that's going to appreciate you for the way that you are. You don't need to go out there and change things about yourself to please somebody else. Change things about yourself to please yourself. If that's your way of loving yourself, then that's your way of loving yourself. But understand that before you change anything, just sit down and look in the mirror and wash your face and say, you know what? I am beautiful. I am. Like, you don't need to understand. Let me tell you something, yeah? You see, all without my blood clot eyelash, yeah? I'm cute, no blood clot. Yeah. I can go and lay in your granddaddy's bed like this. I can go and lay in your papa. Your papa is messaging me on WhatsApp about what payment do I want next. Do you get what I mean? Broad and big, no blood clot. I look good with and without the eyelash. All if I want to wipe off my eyebrows, I've had to put myself in this position to appreciate me for me. Before you got, like, put it this way, yeah? Before, when I was younger, and I was dating whoever I was dating, and I was in the relationships I was in, yeah? When I was insecure back in the days, right? It got to a situation where I was changing things about myself to please somebody else. I'm not with them no more. I'm not dating them no more. We don't talk no more. Now, as I'm getting older, I've put myself in a place where I'm not going to change myself for somebody that's temporary. Even all if you was blood clot permanent, man, I change myself for please you know nobody. I love myself for the way that I am. I love myself for the way that I look, and I adore me. I care about me. Tell yourself that you care about you. When you wake up in the morning, you have your prayer and you have your tea, walk with love in your heart. Walk and run down your house and sing about the place. Love you for you. But don't do that too late. This life is not promised to you nor me. And you don't want to get to a stage where it's too late and then you start to regret the fact that you didn't live. Don't let it get to that stage. Because I was worried about getting to that stage. I was worried about when I'm dying and it's my time to go, that all I'm sitting there thinking about is the things that I didn't do. So while you're alive and you're living and you're breathing, do what you want to fucking do. Do what pleases you. Do what makes you happy. Do anything that makes you happy, do it. You're feeling insecure about something, you can change it. Who said that you can't? But before you do that, just remind yourself morning, evening, before you go to your bed, you're beautiful. And who can't tell you that you can't? Who can't tell you that you aren't? That there's live old people out there with their bad face. Their face is bad now blood clot that will sit down on so like these little social media people that don't know you from nowhere. They used to love sit down and insult me every fucking minute. Oh, Valentine, you're ugly, you big black bitch. And yeah, I'm big, I'm yo, I'll ross you and lick you down. Yeah. And that don't make me sit in my house and cry. So my best bet to you lot is when you're feeling the way you're feeling and you're feeling down about your looks, change it. But before you change anything, just tell yourself that you love yourself first, literally. And it may take a minute, because it took me a minute. I thought that I was never going to snap back from how I looked. I'm telling you, look, when I put on weight after my pregnancy, yeah, I was not myself. Like, literally, I was depressed. I was like, oh, I don't like the way I look. I stopped going to parties, and I used to be a party girl, you know. Any drink, Bacardi, Ray Nephew, Magnum. I've drank all drinks. I've had my fair share. I was alive for the party, and I stopped going out because of how insecure I became. And it used to be times where I'd be getting ready for parties and my clothes are not fitting me properly, and I just feel insecure. And it just got to a point where I said, fuck that. I'm stepping out in my Pulse printers and my vest top and my little coat and my little Primark bag. It got to that stage where I just started to appreciate myself. And when you start to appreciate yourself, I've just started to walk with my head up high. I've just started to walk. I stopped bending my back. Just, what did you say? I didn't hear you. Like, who the fuck are you to tell me anything? Who are you? Who are you? I don't even know your name. When was you born? What's your billing address and what's the front and the back of your bank card? That's the only thing, but that's what I want to know. I don't know you. So, and another thing is that if you feel like your insecurities are more based off of things that you see on social media, as I said, God built you a different way. With me, I'm cut different and I'm built different. This is why I don't have many friends. This is why I'm not around big crowds of people. I go to parties by myself. I go out to eat by myself. Because my energy and my spirit is different. I sit different from a lot of bitches. So it's like, put yourself in a position to sit different. Stop trying to fit in with these crowds and, oh, she has a big ass, she has big breasts, and she has a pretty face. You're pretty too. Like, you're beautiful as well. Sit different. Walk different. Type different. Look different. Why do you want to look the same as her? That same person that you want to look like, she also has insecurities herself. Everyone's built a certain type of way for a reason. You don't have to walk and look like anybody. There's not many bitches out there that look like me. All my twin brother, me and him don't look alike. Put yourself in a position to turn around and say, you're built different. Be built different. And when you put yourself and you build that mindset of being different, you will now start to appreciate yourself and love yourself. You wouldn't want to go out and change nothing about yourself. Like, I think a year ago, or even 2 years ago, I think, because of what I was seeing on social media, I was like, oh, maybe I want to go and get my belly done, and maybe I want to go and get a little BBL. And I just said, fam, fuck that. Me still I get man the way I me look. Said that now, but me. I still got a job. I still have somewhere to lay my head. I'm good. I'm set. Good. I'm set fucking good. So I just said to myself, I don't need to do all of that. If I want to go and lose a bit of belly fat, I can go to the gym. I don't need fast results. I will take my time. So my thing is to you lot, I hope you don't understand that message. Just love yourself. And don't wait until it's too late to do that neither. Love yourself and love the package that you have. And if there is something that you want to change, get up and change it. When I was stuck in depression about how I looked and how I felt, you see with me, I'm not one of these girls that, or I'm not one of these people, I'm just talking in general with no shade. I'm not one of these people that, oh, I'm fat, I'm ugly. No, because I'll be fucking lying if I said that, by the way. I'm not one of these people that will sit there in that type of limelight. I'm not one of them people anymore. I'm very rough on myself. I'm very raw. I cut to the chase. Like, I had to lie or tell myself, okay, if you feel like you're fucking fat, and if you feel like you're big, and if you don't love yourself, and if you don't like how you get up and change it. And ever since I built that into my mindset, I get up and I go to the gym once in a blue moon, or I'll go for a jog, or I'm on my little diet, or I'll take time when I'm getting ready and little things like that. You see with me, because I'm fluffy. Me, I take time when I'm getting ready to go out. It takes me about 3 hours to get ready. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I have to do my hair, then I have to tie it up, then I have to put on my face mask, I have to set my bath, I have to, you know, the little bath already, you have to wax and you have to shave and you have to take your time. I put on a bit of music, I get my little wine, I put my rub and I get ready, I take my time. Just learn to love yourself just a bit more. And when you start to see those changes and you start to build, because as I said, your tongue is powerful. So when you start to build yourself a certain way and you start to talk about positive things, and you start to talk about positive things out of your mouth, and when you start to do these things naturally, you just see changes. Like, you're going to get to a point where I took off my scarf and I started to put my hair in ponytails, because I have nice hair, and I started to put my hair in ponytails. I didn't give a fuck about my forehead. I didn't give a fuck about what people had to say. Naturally, it just started to come. I stopped wearing black clothes. I started to wear nice new clothes. I started to wear my little skimpy shorts. I started to wear my little skirts. I started to wear my little leggings. I started to dress up more. That's what I started to do. And I'm still in the process of loving me for me. It takes time, but take that time. It's not a rush, but don't take too long. It's just simple little things of getting up and reminding yourself, you're that bitch, and no one can't tell you nothing. It takes time, because with this generation, this generation wants you to walk with your head down. This generation wants you to walk with your back bent up. This generation wants you to be unhappy. Someone has to break the cycle somewhere, and someone has to say, nah, fuck that. I'm holding my head high, and me, I walk out. Walk out, my girl, walk right the fuck out. And that goes for males too. Stop doing shit to impress other people. Literally. Build yourself a certain type of way. There's niggas that I've seen on social media where they used to be proper big and stocky, and they have, like, if you go on Twitter, they have journeys, and they've been going to the gym and they're doing their own thing. I remember one boy I used to talk to back in the day. I wasn't attracted to him at all. Hey! Yo, and then she said, you're not my type. And then one day he just popped up out the blue, and the man had a big sleeve tattoo, and he has about 6 packs on his belly, and I'm thinking, whoa, shit, you're sex in a blood clot. Whoa. And it takes time. It took him about a year and a half, and he got his shit together. And the way how he walks now, he walks bougie. No one can't tell him nothing. He don't even answer his DMs. All to a point where I would call him, I'm going to have to call you back. I said, all right, bye. I said, all right, bye. And he never heard from me again. I'm not run down. Yo, I'm not no man clown, you know. I'm not run down nobody. So, and I like things like that. I like things when you start to glow and you start to work on yourself like your art. You know your self-worth, so you start to walk a certain way. And that's the type of person that I'm becoming. And I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care. I like who I'm becoming. I like the type of a bad bitch that I'm becoming. Strong. I like the type of girl that I'm becoming. I'm not weak-hearted. Like, there's certain people that can't even step to me. You're going to have to talk about me behind my back. And when I approach you, you're going to have to say, well, I didn't say that, but I know you did. I won't even clap in your bumper wall. I know you said it. Literally, you have to walk like that. You have to walk a certain type of way. So my thing is that just take time and love yourself. Before you want any relationship, and before you want to date, and before you want to do any of that, work on you like you're a diamond. Excuse me. Work on yourself like you're a piece of art. And also pray about it. Talk to God. Literally, that's what you need to do. So, yeah, man, I hope that this message helped somebody. As I said, feel free to DM me. I can give you words of wisdom, words of light, because I come like people's counselor. Yeah? But yeah, man, I hope you don't like that message. I'll be back. You don't subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share it around. Tell a friend. Get at me, baby. Love you guys, and I hope you lot good through this. You know, I'm gonna have to go soon. You know, yeah. I love you guys. Be safe. Make sure you lot are praying. Stay motivated. Keep going. And just remember, this life is short. Love yourself for who you are and for what you stand for. And let me tell you another thing. Yeah, just quick disclaimer. You see Fluffy girl right now we are blood clot around things, boy. Yeah? You see me. You see all by the time I stew down chicken and put a little rice and a close on a little macaroni and a little plantain on the side. Me know how to cook. You see us fluffy girls that you look like to sit down and diss every minute. Yo, me know how to, me wicked in our bed. Me wicked on the dance floor. Me know how to juku. With the killy willy shit. Me know how to cook and clean that. Hey, fluffy girl around things, boy. And the same fluffy girls you look like to get up and this. No man, nah, miss me. Me DM them, my DMs, my messages is full to the brim, no blood clot. All your baby daddies in there. About where are you from? I'm from Kent. So don't worry about me. Cause even though I'm fluffy the way me said, man love me same way, I love them too. Sexy, yo. When I wake up and I open my eyes, I'm sexy in the morning. Yeah. Long titty or not. I'm sexy bad. I'm sexy bad. I'm way too sexy for this earth. And no one can come tell me nothing. So before you pick up yourself and think you're going to shame me about my body weight, look for me, then look for you, then look for me, then look for you. You might cry, blood clot, blood tears. But good. So don't worry about me. I eat good. I fuck good. I cook good. Everything good over here. So I'm set good. Period. You don't have a nice blood clot day. Yeah.